Abduction, Chapter 9, Part 1. Masha Ivanovna changed our meeting place at the last minute from her office to Lubart's castle. It was a place I was not familiar with within the city. That was until I did an internet search. Then it became, for me, a perfect place to meet the reporter. I was surprised it was open during the winter, but I wasn't going to ask if Ivanovna pulled any strings to make it so. It was a tremendous chance to allow Echo and I to get a little sightseeing in. Lubart's castle was an authentic 14th century fortified castle. It was placed on top of a small hill and looked glorious in my eyes and had my imagination running wild. As Echo and I approached the massive structure, I took picture after picture of its 3 towers and walls. The entire building appeared to be built according to the form of the hill. If it weren't for the meeting, I would love to explore the whole complex. As we were meeting later in the day, I wouldn't get a chance to look around. I would have to schedule it for another day to come back and visit. Echo also seemed amazed by the castle, as I was, and walked near to a snail's pace. Her eyes drank in the brick walls and battlements. Then Echo looked in the direction of the gate and saw the reporter. When she looked at the fantastic ancient structure, the energy I felt off her was relaxed. When she spotted Ivanovna, her focus was all business. Ivanovna told Echo that she would meet us at the structure entrance, and she was true to her word. Where Echo was focused on the meeting, my mind was on the castle walls and turrets. I was glad Ivanovna suggested getting together by the castle gate. If the meeting was quick, I could get a fast glimpse of the structure's inside. The afternoon shone in Masha Ivanovna's direction, making it almost impossible for her to see us approaching. The woman was dressed in jeans, snow boots, and a brown, heavy fur winter coat. The hat on her head also appeared to be brown fur, like her coat. Ivanovna didn't stick out like one would expect. There were other women, albeit not many, that were dressed in the same fashion. What tipped me off that the person standing by the entrance door to the museum was the way she was acting. All tourists walked about either into the structure or spent minutes gazing at the facility's outer walls. Ivanovna didn't do any of that. She would pace nervously and look about her surroundings like she was expecting something or someone. Echo and I walked up the walkway with our footfalls crunching on the scattered snow and tiny pebbles on the concrete. Echo took hold of the crook of my elbow when she slipped on a patch of ice. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but it seemed to affect Ivanovna. She seemed surprised to see me there with Echo. "Ah, Echo, it is good to see you again. I have news for you," said Ivanovna as we approached. "I don't know if you have seen the news report, but there has been another person that has gone missing. There is talk that it could be UFO related. Even though I've seen alien spacecraft firsthand, I had a hard time believing that all the recent disappearances resulted from UFO abduction. It seemed near impossible. There must be a plausible explanation for the missing people. If I spent time debunking this theory that UFOs are taking people from the city of Lubart and the surrounding area, I would find more rational explanations. Ivanovna had to be sensationalizing these disappearances to sell more subscriptions to her online newspaper. I couldn't fault her for this, as it was what she did for a living. "It must have happened last night," said Echo, as she still clutched my elbow. "There was another UFO sighting yesterday, and the news reported this incident." Ivanovna shook her head and raised her well-groomed eyebrows. "The girl was noticed to be missing only yesterday. Her friends said that she had been out looking toward the skies. I can only assume it was UFO sighting last night." Echo looked up at me as if to read my reaction. I showed none. I was busy comprehending what I just heard. There was no proof of what happened to the girl. Echo and I can confirm the UFO sighting last night, but neither of us would say anything about it. As for the girl's disappearance, there was no telling where the girl went. More information was needed to assess the situation. I wasn't here to look for missing teens. That was the job of the local police department. "That doesn't mean anything. Anyone can look up the skies in curiosity," muttered Echo. "With all the sightings around the city, everyone, including me, have been looking skyward at night." "You think what you like," replied Ivanovna. "I've been reporting on these strange sightings for years, and not just here in Lutsk. I know more and hope to gain more knowledge from you. Then maybe I will have enough to show the world the UFO visits endanger the world."